What's up, man? Look, today we gotta talk about desperation. I don't know what YouTube been on, but they ain't been putting my lies out there or even letting the chat come through. What's up with y'all, YouTube? But yeah, let's talk about desperation though, man. At the end of the day, everyone has been in tough situations. We've all been in tough situations. As a person going through a tough situation or whatsoever, it's like you can't show desperation in a sense. Why? Because it's almost like this is what other people are looking for to get to you. Like they want to see you desperate. They want to see you in need or whatever. Now, just a short story, man, to get y'all understanding. Now, personally, I'm not desperate at all, bro. You know what I mean? I feel like patience really is a virtue. Eventually, if you stay down, things will work out. Now, being online, I don't know. It's like a lot of people come towards you online as if you're desperate. For instance, I actually got the pleasure of the I don't know the pleasure of mentoring. I've mentored before in the past, bro, but it's been people that I knew personally. Now I've been on TikTok for about 4 or 5 months, about 4 months, and when I get on TikTok, I'm mad entertaining, man. You know what I'm saying? Funny, make crack jokes, whatever. I say TikTok. It's really like the only platform I do show my face on. But I had a young man come to my TikTok and he was gifting me. Gifting on TikTok is a part of TikTok, but it's almost like no disrespect to the young man, but we had to have a conversation about this mindset for him to understand. Now he said he liked my energy, liked my vibes, and he wanted mentorship. And I said, for sure, bro, I got you. At the end of the day, mentoring somebody, that's a pleasure, that's a blessing. So I take the opportunity. And keep in mind, this person has been gifting me on TikTok. So they've gotten me to like 5,000 points, 7,000 points, 6,000 points, so forth and so on. But a lot of people that are gifting on TikTok, they have this mindset, bro, that because they are gifting you on TikTok, that you kind of have to like succumb to certain requests that they make or whatever. And I don't know if it's because I've been overly entertaining on TikTok to where it shows that I'm easily accessible based on gifts, whatsoever. But it came down to a moment, like I said, the guy wanted mentorship. I'm still mentoring this young man. After gifting me on TikTok, he sends me his number. Now I have a business number, broski. I have a business number for a specific reason because you can't just be giving out your personal information to any and everyone. That's something you guys have to dial back on. You know what I'm saying? So I give this gentleman my business number, and giving him my business number, he kind of is like, oh man, I can't believe the texts aren't blue. Cause apparently, if you have an iPhone, you could tell when you're texting somebody with an iPhone. So I'm like, oh, what do you mean? I have an iPhone. He's like, oh, well, this isn't an iPhone number. So when he says that, I'm just like, yeah, this is my business number. At the end of the day, I'm not giving out my personal number to just anyone that I just met, especially somebody I'm mentoring. I hope you will understand that. And he's like, oh, well, I just felt like things was one-sided because I was gifting you. So when he says that, bro, it's like, all right, hold on, pause. I had to kind of have a conversation with him and let him know, like, listen, bro, I respect you and I don't mind mentoring you, but you coming on my TikTok and gifting me gifts that accumulate to like $5 or sometimes $2. It does not give you full access to having like my personal information, bro. I'm not desperate. I've never been desperate. And I had to also let him know, like, no disrespect to you, but you should be privileged that you receive my business number. I don't even give out my business number to people that I'm not trying to do business with. I rarely give out that number. It has to be actual business. So for me to give that to you to mentor you, you should have that. Look at it as a blessing, bro. He's like, oh, well, it's a blessing, but I gave you my personal number, this and that. But it's like, why don't you have a business number? You know? And I'm having to help this young man understand, like, look, at the end of the day, if you come on here, you give me gifts on TikTok, it doesn't give you full access or trust to me. You get what I'm saying? And that's not to sound belligerent, but it's like, bro, you gifted me a few things online. Now you feel like you deserve to have my personal information. You can't be thinking like that. But like I said, people come around and they expect you to be desperate. And receiving gifts on TikTok, you're like, yo, thanks for the gifts, man. I appreciate that. So I don't know if that excitement shows desperation. Because imagine somebody give you a gift and then you're like, yo, thanks for the gift, bro. Yeah. It's not the same energy as, yo, thanks for the gift, bro. I appreciate that. So people kind of get things misconstrued. And I had to tell this young man, I said, listen, you're gifting me. You've been gifting me back to back regular days consistently, about 3 days, but you're not the biggest gifter. And I say that to kind of like burst the ego because somebody gifting you might think, look, they're everything to your TikTok or whatever. But I had to tell bro, I said, listen, you're not the biggest gifter that's ever slid up on here. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, bro, I done had people pull up that I didn't even know. I didn't even talk to, never mentored, didn't give them a business number. And they came on here and they ran me up to like 30,000 points, bro. 30,000. And I ain't had to do nothing. I ain't had to give them, they ain't want mentorship. They didn't need my business number. They wasn't needing a personal. They didn't even ask me for nothing, bro. They didn't ask for nothing. They just came, ran me up to 30,000 points. I got to like, man, like $200 in like 5 to 7 minutes, and they left. So in mentoring the young man, I said, look, man, you have to understand just because you do certain things for people, it doesn't give you full access to them. If you're going to do something for somebody, you're just doing it because you want to do it. You know, you're doing it because it's a genuine act, and this is like something that you believe, like, look, you know, I'm going to do this. A lot of people, they do things for you because they think you're desperate, and then they make requests. You know, I had to shut down the request because even him being on the live with me and another big creator, I was on live with a big creator. It was a female. And we were having a conversation, and then she was like, oh, well, you know, I'm a specialist in this, and this. I do have to take an important call right now, but she literally gave me her business number on the live, bro. Literally said the business number. She's like, this is my business line. You call me anytime. And I showed him, I said, look, do you see what that is? That right there is how things normally work. People have business numbers. So just because you gift someone a few coins doesn't give you access to like their personal information. But most people, once they do certain things, they kind of have a notion like this person might be desperate. And like I said, maybe it's the fact that I'm being overly entertaining. I'm being animated as far as like receiving a gift. I might be like, yo, my boy with the rose. Why? Because it's supposed to hype these guys up. But it's like, if I go to the, yo, my boy with the rose, man, good looking, it's not the same. So I don't know if that gets misinterpreted as desperation, but I had to tell little bro, I said, listen, it don't matter. You send me $1,000,000 on TikTok, bro. I'm not giving you my personal information unless we had that connection, we had that relationship, because I'm not desperate to have you do anything for me. If you're doing something for a person, it's based off your heart. It's based off your choice to do that for that individual. After doing that for the individual, you don't just start making requests because you think they're desperate. And that didn't ruin the mentorship. It just, we had to have like I said, a detailed conversation for him to understand. Like, listen, bro, I'm not the type of guy you get my address, the state I'm in, my personal information because you sent me a few gifts. I don't really care about that. Of course, I'm gonna acknowledge what you're doing. Like, oh my man, thanks for the gifts. I appreciate you. But that doesn't give you access to my information. Doesn't give you access to my actual number. If I give you the business number, you're lucky enough to have a business number. Cause personally, bro, listen, I done had man friends and entourage and all that. I like chilling by myself right now. You heard? I don't I don't need to be around people, honestly. So I'm not somebody that's like, oh, you know why this person's doing this for me. I need to get close. Nah, bro. It means nothing. If genuinely I go do something for somebody out there, I don't want them to think there's any attachments to that. Like, cause I did that for him. I'm gonna make a request. It's different if it's a business transaction. That's different. But if I'm doing something like a kind gesture, bro, it's no strings attached to that, bro. I'm not expecting you to be desperate. I'm not expecting to do something for you and then come make crazy requests and be like, yeah, I did that. So I these are my requests. That only works on desperate people. I have to let bro know, like, bro, I don't care. And I had to deflate his ego because a person might come around you and do something for you, and they think that is the most monumental thing that's been done in your life. Sometimes you gotta let them know, like, yo, I appreciate you doing this, but you not the most monumental person that's done something for me in my life. This, and this person has, and they ain't asked for nothing. You feel me? And the reason you tell that person that is so they can have an understanding, like, okay, um, maybe what I've done for them is not that monumental for me to be making requests. You gotta do things out of love, but people do things for you because they have an assumption you might be desperate. So in doing the things for you, they think, okay, after I do this, I make request. I gain access to this because I did this. But it's like it's not out of love. That mindset only works with desperate people. That mindset only works with desperate people. And bro, I love making people laugh on TikTok, bro. I love being entertaining, but I don't want to be being entertaining and then have people misconstrue that as, oh, this guy is a goofy. You know, he we can approach him with anything. He'll go for it. Nah, it's not the case. All that is an entertainment because I could be, I'm mad chill, bro. Like I barely talk. You know, if unless it's something to talk about. But you know, when I'm talking on here, it's an online personality. But in person, bro, I'm chilling, bro. I don't even say a word, bro. So I can't get online and be like that. I gotta get online and be exciting, you know, be fun, yo, like, hey, turn it up. Cause you feel that energy. That's the energy that makes you like me in the first place. If I get on here and I got that, you know, DEAD energy, there's no connection with you. You don't feel that through the screen. Most people gotta start understanding energy is like it's transferable. So it's like excitement, laughter, happiness, bro. All that goes through the screen, bro. You don't want to believe it, but it goes through the screen. People feel that. People feel when you're happy that energy is going through the screen, it's going through the phone. As I'm talking to you right now, you probably feeling it, certain energy through the phone. So that's the personality that I have online. But bro, I'm telling you, I have so many big creators come on there and they approach me on this level of let's see if this guy's desperate. Bro, I ain't desperate for nothing. Nothing, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's beyond the guy that I mentor. It's happened so many times on there, bro. I had this one girl, man. This girl she was a beautiful girl. She pulled up on me with like three other girls for like a four-person battle. She starts trying to recruit me. I don't know what she's trying to recruit me for, but just the manner in which she's talking to me is almost like she has a whole profile on me already, and these are the things she's supposed to say because it's gonna get me to. And I'm looking at her like, man, I don't really care about none of that shit, bro. Like, I don't want to sound ignorant, but it's like, bro, I don't really care about none of that, bro. I care about morals, principles, honesty, treating people right, and believing in the Lord, man. You feel me? Everything else is just like a distraction. You know what I mean? Like trying to see, oh, how can I use this person? Are they desperate? Okay, how do I break their barrier? Because you got to think everybody has a barrier up, bro. Like shout out to Hevel. Like if I didn't know Hevel, I would have to come around and realize how do I break Hevel's barrier. Most of the time, people would try to break your barriers, bringing gifts. That's one of the things right there. She tried to recruit me, man. She tried to recruit me for some agency, but it's like the manner in which she was talking to me was like making it seem like I was desperate. Like, bro, on TikTok, I got emotion on TikTok, bro. I don't have a million followers, but all the big creators come to talk to me. All of them. To the point where it's like, I feel like, dang, like, TikTok knows something about the boy. Because I'm going to say this, bro. I only got like 1,000 followers on there. I've been on there for 4 months. But it's so much stuff that's happened to where it's like, okay, nah, this could be monumental. Why? Because, bro, it's so many big creators that try to recruit me. I'm talking about people with like 400,000 followers, 958,000 followers, almost a million. They always pull up. There was a guy, Tim Starr. I don't know. He's like verified on there. This just a story, bro. Tim Starr pulls up. I don't even remember battling this guy. You know what I mean? I don't even remember being alive with this guy. This guy has mad followers. He's got the check mark on TikTok. He pulls up on my TikTok. He said, yo, what's up, bro? I'm like, yo, what's good? Tim Starr, what's the word? He like, you gonna follow me back? I'm like, what? He like, bro, I need you to follow me back. So I'm like, what? I got you. So I hit him with a follow, but I'm thinking like, dang, my man's is verified. Got like over 80, 90 Ks followers. Why would a follow from me matter? He said one thing that kind of like let me know that TikTok watching your boy. He said, yo, I've seen the lives, bro. You know, you fun, you funny, you're entertaining, you're excited. I'm like, damn, okay. So if big creators are seeing my live, that means that TikTok is putting my lives within their algorithm. Because besides him, I was playing a battle with a lady named, Trudy. Trudy got the same big following. Me and her having a good time. We played a battle, whatever. I ain't gonna lie, I get dubbed because her following is crazy, but I don't be caring. So in the process of getting dubbed, me and her having a good convo, and she throws up these. If you know what these are, you know what I'm saying. These. She throws that shit up out of nowhere. When she throws that shit up out of nowhere, bro, I dip. I literally lead a battle. Keep in mind, this person got like 300 people in their chat. I probably got like 4 people in my chat, bro. Just to give you an understanding. So when I lead a battle, 4 people from her chat came to my screen, my live. Like, this would be my live. If I was with her, she'll be like a split screen. So when I leave, they all come to my live. They're like, why'd you lead a chat? Why'd you lead a battle? Why'd you get out of there from talking to the Trudy? Man, I could have been like, cause she threw up the horns. But I just kept it to myself. I'm just like, oh, I just had another battle. You feel what I'm saying? But why would that big creator with 300,000 people care if a dude with 800 followers leaves the battle? They shouldn't care. You feel what I'm saying? They shouldn't care. Like, I had some other white dude pull up, man. Dude got 2 million. First thing he asked me, he's like, how many bodies you got? So I'm like, hold on, bro. They said, Trudy, Oscar Pride here. Trudy from Oscar Pride. Like, I used to watch that show all the time. The Proud Family. Yeah, that was I ain't gonna lie. Penny, Oscar. You know what I mean? Oscar was one of the funny. Trudy! It's like, what, Oscar? Trudy was like cool though. You feel what I'm saying? But I had another white dude pull up, man. Another same thing, big following. And all the big creators that pull up, bro, they all pull up with bot D vibes, bro. Bot D vibes. Like their goal is to recruit me for something. So he pull up, he like, yo, what's up, bro? I'm like, yo, what's good, bro? Let's play a match. He like, oh, bro, no, I ain't really playing no matches. I'm like, okay, for sure. Why you request me then? Because when you send a request, it's like you want to do a live with me. He like, oh, bro, I was just looking for some guys. I'm like, some guys? What you mean? He like, I was looking for like 6 to 7 guys. Have them pull up, and then we're just gonna. So I'm like, what that mean, bro? What the heck is that? He like, oh well, I don't know if you know who Bonnie Blue is. I think that's the white shorty that like let 100 dudes, get in there. So I'm like, I think so. So what you trying to say? He like, oh, I was just trying to set up like a Bonnie Blue type vibe with 6 guys. So I'm like, bro, I'm good. I don't even rock with that. He's like, okay, brother. Well, he actually called me DADDY after that. Like, okay, DADDY. Let me know if you change your mind. And I'm like, what the heck? So all these bro, I got mad stories of big creators coming up like that. It's a dude named D-Boy. Like, now D-Boy was one of the like, I don't know. He must be like wow, I didn't know they was recruiting me. They're recruiting on there. I swear on my life. A lot of the big creators, they try to recruit you when you got talent, potential, and you what's the word? Entertaining, people like you. They don't necessarily like that in a sense, so they try to scoop you up. You feel me? And I had this dude named D-Boy. Anybody that's on TikTok, they know D-Boy. D-Boy damn near look like my cousin, bro. Like I got a cousin named Jerome. You know what I mean? He looked just like him. So, bro, I'm in a battle. When you're in a battle, I can't interrupt the battle and join. However, I can't. I gotta wait till the battle's done. I'm in a battle with 3 girls. Well, actually 2, because it would be me, her, and it's 2. So 2 girls. So it's three of us on the live. This man comes out of nowhere. I don't even know how he got these privileges on there. Joins the battle. When he joins the battle, he said, I've been looking for you. I'm like, who are you talking to? One of the girls? He like, no, YS, I've been looking for you. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? What you mean you looking for me? I don't even know you. He like, well, I know you, and I came over here for me and you to do a 1v1. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm already playing a match with the shorties. Why would I leave to go do a 1v1 with you? He like, cuz you don't like them anyway. I'm like, what? What you mean, broski? He's like, come on, man. You know you don't like women. I'm like, what, bro? You bored out. That's something that you projecting for yourself. You feel me? But I love women, bro. Women are everything. Women are the greatest, bro. Women are amazing. I love them. Imagine a dude come to my live to try to say I don't like women. The battles is like regular matches. So like imagine me and you got a TikTok level. I swipe up and request you. We play a regular battle, like where who gets the most gifts type vibe. This dude wasn't even a part of the battle. This dude got like 400 people in the chat, pulls up on me, say he been looking for me. He want to play a 1v1, just me and him. And I'm just like, nah, bro, I don't really like the way you talking right now. Like, I wouldn't even play a 1v1 with you because that vibe's not my vibe. I try to be respectful on there. To each his own. I don't have no issues with people who like the opposite sex. That's what they like. I can't control their life. I'm not here to judge them. That's on you. I just focus on what I like. I like women all day, 24/7. Give me 50 women. I'm greasing every hour, but I ain't on that time. I'm chilling right now. So he literally comes in there and tries to convince me that I don't like women. What type shit is that, bro? He's like, you don't like women? You don't like women? I'm just laughing at his ass like, bro, you weird as shit, bro. Like, but then it's like, okay, it's a pattern with all these big creators. All the people I'm telling you about, they got like 300 plus people in the chat, bro. One dude had 1 million. The guy that asked me how many bodies you had, he had like 1 million followers. I ain't even know. This was when I was first new. Somebody in my chat had to let me know that he got 1 million. So he comes on. When he asked me how many bodies I got, I'm thinking he's federal. I'm like, nah, bro. I don't mess around. I'm a good guy. I don't play with guns or nothing. He like, oh, okay. I ain't mean that. I mean in the bedroom. Flipped it. So it's like a double entendre. A double entendre is like, okay, I'm gonna hit you with this question. You're not gonna want to answer this one, but it's gonna be flipped to where it can still mean the same with this question. That's what a double entendre is. I know that because I do music, bro. So when he say, "Oh, I'm in the bedroom," I simply tell bro, I say, "Yo, bro, that's sacred. Whatever I do in the bedroom with a woman, it's not for me to go and tell another man, bro. I gotta keep that to myself." So when I say that, it shocks the guy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come on one of your TikTok. I don't. Yeah. My TikTok is my name literally. Let me see if I can reply to that comment. No, I can't. But my TikTok handle is the letter Y period S period Y period S period YSYS. You feel me? That's my TikTok. And when dude says how many bodies I got in the bedroom, I tell him it's sacred. It's like he didn't know what to say. All he did was he just lift up his shirt, show me his man boobs. Like, I'm talking about out of nowhere. Like, so I'm just like, man, this dude got 2 million followers and he's just a cornball. How? How 2 million people want to follow this guy? Why? It don't be making sense. And it's like, nah, they gave him that number. Cause bro, I'm trying to tell you, all the big creators are just like odd. I've only met a few of them, and they were from different countries that was just chill, bro. I met a Mexican dude. His name Hey Pre. Man, my man got like 700,000. Relax, chill. Doesn't no weird vibes. He even helped promote my YouTube channel, my music channel. Cool as ever. No bhakti vibes, no recruiting, nothing. I'm like, okay, so these are the people in other countries who are grinding for these numbers. They're putting in work for these numbers. These are legit numbers as compared to all the people I just discussed that were trying to recruit me. They come like, oh, we can make you a lot of money, and we got agencies for you, and thinking you desperate just to be big time is like, bro, that's a slow grind. Don't ever be desperate, bro. Whatever you want that's supposed to be monumental or big impact in your life, it takes time. You know what I'm saying? It takes time. Yeah, Hey Pre, shout out to Hey Pre, man. Hey Pre, a real one, bro. Like, yo hablo poquito español. You know what I mean? Bastante. So I speak a little Spanish here and there. So me and bro kind of going back and forth, you know what I mean? I told him, I said, gracias, más appreciado. Tú eres el mejor. That means you the best, man. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot, bro. You are the best. You feel me? I had to let bro know because you're not encountering people like that on there. Most of the time, the big creators, they think you desperate. They like, oh, I got 400,000. He has 1,000. Maybe I can get him to join this. You know what I mean? Join this. But don't be desperate for anyone out there, man. Even if you're in a tough situation, hold it down. Don't show desperation. Don't show that, you're easily bought. Don't show that. You know what I'm saying? If somebody comes and tries to get you through gifts, you gotta be able to see that. You gotta have a discernment. Like, hold on, this person is gifting or giving, but it's only to make request to receive. Anyone that comes and wants to do anything good for you, they don't need anything in return. They just feel good inside once they do it. That's how it is when you were genuine, bro. You're genuine. You want to look out for an individual. You see him. You just gonna look out for him. You not gonna come with attachments like, yeah, hey, Hevel, you commented on my live, man. Like, at the end of the day, comment on my live, you know, like I need to make requests. Like you on my live, I need to request something. Or after you comment on the live, you can say stuff like, "Why, yes, man, I commented on the live, bro. You gotta do this. You gotta go live with me. You gotta send me your phone number." these how these people be thinking. It's like, yo, bro, that's a crazy mindset to have, man. Don't be desperate. Don't show desperation. Even if you're in a time of need, keep it cool, keep it calm, keep it collected. Cause there's people around that's looking to see who's desperate. Who can they get? Who can they scoop up? Who can they buy out? You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody buy you out, man. I've always been like this, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell y'all a story before I hop off. I used to work at McDonald's. That's my first job ever, bro. Besides cleaning, I was in high school. I don't know if I told this story. Not high school. Yeah, I was in high school. I was in like 10th grade. So I'm a 10th grader. I'm probably like 16, young. You know what I mean? Working at McDonald's early, you work with mad grown-ups when you in high school. You like none but grown-ups in that joint. So there was a lady there, like, it was a Mexican lady. I ain't gonna lie, like, she was decent, dude. You said donation, donation. Yeah, yeah. How you could be like, yeah, now you gotta donate. Cause I comment, bro, you need to send me some cheese. Like you just get have crazy amount of requests cause you commenting. You the only one commenting, so you could like try to use that against me. That's how people are on TikTok. But so I'm working at McDonald's. I'm working with all the Mexicans. My manager at the time, his name was Miguel. He used to call me loco, crazy. You know what I mean? I knew the manager. We lived right next to each other. I knew her son, her daughter. And I used to work in a grill, bro. Most of Mexicans, they working in the grill, man. A lot of the people not telling you in these fast food restaurants, it's the amigos on the grill cooking. You feel me? So working at McDonald's, you learned all the stations, but my manager, he route with me, so he like local grill, local, because you know I knew how to make the sandwiches, cook the burgers, clean the grill, all that. So it was a lady in grill I started working with. Now keep in mind, this lady, she's beautiful, but she kind of like got like a gothic vibe. You feel what I mean? When I say a gothic vibe, I mean like some Halloween types. You know what I mean? like like some Halloween vibes. Like it ain't nothing wrong with you having a gothic vibe. You feel me? But it's like it's too dark for me. It's too dark. All like most of her jewelry, she would have like mad beads on her neck, like at least 6 beads, mad bracelets, dark eyeliner, just gothic vibe, man. She was nice though. She was very nice. And at the time, bro, I'm only getting like probably like 400 a check. Cause I wasn't working crazy hours. I was still in school. I could probably come and work till like not past 9 on school days. On the weekends you could work past 10. Anyone that started working at 16 knows this. So while working with her, some must have got in her mind like, hey, this young boy, I could get him. I don't know why, but like I said, people who are looking for desperate people, they take things out of context. Like you being happy, you being generous, you being conversational, you just being a pure person and nice. They take shit out of context, bro. So working in grill with the lady, I'm cracking jokes, talking to her, laughing. And I remember this specifically. I had came to work one day. She was just different this day, and she was like, amigo, let me talk to you in the back. So she would always be like, oh, amigo, tú es guapo, te gusta. That means she liked me or whatever. But she wasn't ugly. It's just she had a dark vibe. So I don't really like that type. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, nah. I'm still in high school. I'm 16. You feel me? Bruh, I put this on my life. This lady came and asked me to fornicate with her for $1,000 one day. While we in the back, I went to get some meat. And then she came and asked me coming out the cooler. She's like, amigo, like, pagada tú, $1,000, chinga to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, nah, what? $1,000? Nah. But For a 16-year-old, $1,000 seemed like a lot. You know what I'm saying? And McDonald's, 16, what? A band? Nah, I said, nah, I can't do it. And the request she made was she wanted me to freak on her without a condom. Like, I don't even know at the time if I was really getting down like that. You feel me? Raw dog. Cause bro, I'm in 10th grade, homie. I ain't want on no freak boy status like that. You know, I had girls I like, but I ain't raw dogging. You know what I mean? So that kind of threw me off. And I'm working with people my age, a few people my age, my homie. I remember telling him he's just a fool. I tell him what's going on. He's like, what? Bro, I would have smashed her in the cooler. I would have smashed her in the cooler for 1,000. And I'm just like, nah, bro. That ain't my wave. I ain't smashing nobody for $1,000 raw. Like, besides, this lady looked like she was on some Halloween shit. Like when I say Halloween shit, I'm talking about she wasn't ugly, but she was just kind of gothic, too gothic, bro. Like to where I looked at it like, nah, she gotta be cooking up spells. She gotta be cooking up spells at the crib, you heard? Just cause it just gave me some hocus pocus vibe. So like, I'm like, she cooking up spells at the house. I ain't jacking that, you feel me? But at the time, everybody that I told about the situation, they try to make it seem like I was crazy. Why? Because they're desperate. They're like, what? You didn't hit her for 1,000, bro? You lame as, bro. You corny, bro. You scared of the box. You scared of the box. And I'm looking at these fools like, bro, I'm working a job, bro. I get paid $400. Yeah, I'm 16. 1,000 sounds nice, but I can make that money. Why would I go have unprotected, you know, activities with this lady for money? Only a desperate person is on that type of time, bro. You feel me? And like, this is a true statement, true story. Anybody that knows me, they know this story when I worked at Mickey D's, bro. But at the end of the day, don't let these people get you, because they're looking for those who are desperate. He said your friend would have got more than 1K. Facts. He would have got, hey, he would have got whatever else that was coming with that 1K, Apple. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, my boy probably would have got some shit you can't get rid of today. But it just, that's how you gotta think. Like, nah, I can't be desperate. Nah. And that's always gonna be a win. It's always gonna be a win because it's like a game. Look at it as a game. You have something that's not good sent your way, get sent your way. It's a test. You know what I mean? God really want to see, are you going to accept something that's not supposedly from him? Or are you going to be patient and wait until something greater comes? Most people don't got the patience, bro. They really don't. They don't got the patience to wait. They don't have the mindset to think like, okay, I'm in a messed up situation, but things get better after this. You know, so usually they take what's offered right away. What's offered right away, they take that. And once they take that, the person that offered it, fish line, hook, sinker, got them. Really win. This is how it goes all the time. People don't want to look at it like this, but it's the truth, man. It happens all the time. If you show signs of desperation, somebody's gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna get you. And like I said, everyone experiences tough situations. Don't let nobody come buy you out. Don't let nobody come do a couple things for you and think they can swoop you up. Is blasphemy, bro. It's a crazy thought. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy thought. Like when I went to the grocery store the other day and the lovely Mexican lady had got a basket for me. I just looked at it like, dang, this is a kind gesture. I ain't looking at it like, oh, now I gotta get in her drawers. Like, now I gotta go talk to her. I need her number now. Nah, cause I feel like, dang, she's doing this out of the kindness of her heart, bro. She could have a whole husband, kids, family. Most people would have been like, oh, she liked me. Oh, yeah. But that's a sign of you thinking like that because you think she's desperate because she brought a basket to you. Nah, she just did that to be nice, bro. Some people are really nice people, bro. They're gonna do stuff for you. They don't want nothing in return. They don't have no request. Those are the people that you want to deal with, bro. You don't want somebody that's gonna be like, man, look, I did this, this, and this. Man, I need you to do this and this. Nah, that's somebody who their only goal is to come with gifts and buy you out, and it's a parable. It's like no one can take you down. I ain't gonna really say it specifically, but it's a true parable. Yeah. No one can take you down unless they're in your home, in a sense. So what does that mean? That means it doesn't mean physically in your house, but like Hevel, me and you, we don't know each other. There's no way for us to take each other down. You feel me? The only way me and you can take each other down is we have to break the barrier of getting close to home. Close to home, like get close to you, you get close to me, that vibe. That's the only time somebody can take you down. So people often sit there and they plot, they think, how do I get close to this person? How do I get them to trust me? How do I get them to look at me in a different light so I can get what I want? Bro, that's all they do. They sit there and they plot. Like, how do I get close to Hevel? What is Hevel like? Maybe I can buy this for Hevel. Buy that for Hevel. Maybe if I get this to Hevel, I can get in there and be able to control Hevel how I want. This is how most people think. But if you're somebody that can't really be bought out, just 1 second, I dropped to if you can't really be bought out, bro, then it's almost like you kind of see people's true intent. Because once somebody does something for you and they make a request and you deny the request, then they come back with, bruh, but I did this for you. But I did that for you. Why? Because they thought that was gonna give you that access, give them the access to get what they want from you, control you however, or make whatever request is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And most people are thinking like that today, bro. Users. And all they want to do is find someone desperate. Don't be desperate, man. Don't show you're desperate. Even if you down to your last penny, last dollar, bro, just believe, like, look, it's not the end of it. It's all a test. Something might come that's not as good, that seems the best at the moment. Don't take it. Cause that's only coming based off of someone seeing your desperation. What comes next is way better. It's much better. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be way better, man. And I love you guys, man. Shout out to the 2 people that's been in here. Shout out to Hevel. Believe in yourself, man. Look for good people who are just kind. Nice, good people who are kind. Like I said, they're gonna do things for you, and they're not gonna want anything. You can't rob a house unless you buying a strong man in the house first. Then you can rob the house. Yeah, that's how I go. So this right here is my house. Forget where I'm at in the space. But in order for somebody to rob this house, they got to get in here. And too many people try. One thing is my pet peeve is like when somebody is like trying their hardest to impress you, you got to watch out for that. Because they want to get close to you somehow, really. That's all. Like, somebody that doesn't want to get close to you, they don't care about impressing you. Like, look at it from a perspective of me trying to get close to a girl. I'm gonna be doing my best things to impress this girl because I want her to have this perspective of me to like me so I can get with her. You know what I mean? Same for a girl with a dude. Like, you might go on a date with a dude and he like, man, I like baseball. And you say, yeah, I like baseball too. You probably think baseball is mad boring, but you saying all the right things to get this guy to like you on a certain level. So it's the same as the Matt 1229 verse you just put in there. That's how people come. Cause you gotta think nobody's gonna come and say, yo, Hevel, look, I gotta mad. Imagine if people did this, it would be so better. Life would be so better. They come up to you like, yo, Hevel, look, man, you might be in a desperate situation, whatever, I can help. Check this out. This is the list of requests that I need in order for me to help you. Can we make this happen or what? Imagine if people came like that. It'd be better. You'd be like, nah, man, what? Looking at this list, this is a crazy list, bro. I'm not doing all that for this little bit of help. You're crazy. But they can't come like that. You feel me? Most of them come like, yeah, man, look, I just want to look out for you, man. I see that you're in a tough spot. You know, you don't deserve to be in this situation. You know, I just care about people. You know, I just want to be genuine. Like that, smooth talk. So you think like, man, somebody came to help me out, you know? But other than that, man, just look for moral principles. People that are tuned in with God, people are generally kind-hearted from within. They're going to do things without attachments. They don't want nothing. Why? Because naturally, once you help somebody out, you feel good, bro. It's like a high. Once you look out for somebody, you feel good, bro. Like one time, man, it was a crazy snowstorm. You feel me? I had to go return a U-Haul because I had been moving. So once I returned to U-Haul, I'm on my way back from the same path that I took to go return to U-Haul. Long story short, I almost got stuck up on the hill that I'm currently going towards. After I returned to U-Haul, there's a lady there. She's been stuck for like 2 hours, she said. Nobody wanted to help this lady, bro. I'm talking about cars, cause cars couldn't stop. You gotta go up the hill. The hill by like at least two like 1.5, 2 miles type hill, but it's like a steep hill. So she's kind of like stuck to like the side because you going down. 2 hours. I put this in my life. 2 hours because, bro, the snow that we had was like the sticky snow, so she couldn't get out. So I'm walking back to the crib. I just took the bus, dropped the U-Haul off. I took the bus back to the spot, get off the bus. I'm walking over there. I got my snow boots on, big coat. And I see that she's stuck. And I'm like, dang, man. It had me thinking, like, earlier I almost got stuck on this hill. But the U-Haul was just able to literally burn out for like 2 minutes and make it up. You know, when you slide, you hear burn out. I made it up the hill. So I hop out. Boom, man. I'm like, man, let me help you out. You got like a scooper? She had like the little brush that you get to store off your car. So I'm scooping the shit out her tires. I'm telling her straighten the wheel back up. You know what I'm saying? But me helping her out is not enough. Next thing you know is a white dude. He got like a 4F-150. He seen it. He like, y'all need some help? I'm like, yeah. So he get like a strap out his car. Boom. He put the strap on one of her wheels because that's the wheel that's kind of like, she's dang near almost in the ditch, but still on the road. So he starts pulling that. While he's pulling that, I'm pushing the car. I'm pushing the car back and forth. Next thing you know, like these dudes had to be a group of monks, bro. Like, bro, I'm talking about 4 Asians come out. They got like a big land space right there with like farm, like garden. This like it was like a monastery or some shit. So they come out. They're like, oh, we'll help you out. Boom. They get to pushing the car too. Long story short, we get the lady out. Once we get the lady out of there, she starts crying, bro. She's like, I didn't know what to do. I called the tow truck. Bro, it was a crazy snowstorm because besides her, it was a lot of people stuck. And that's how bad the snowstorm was. So that the tow truck said he'd be there in 2 hours. That shit had went past already. So she just would have been sitting there the whole time, but she started crying and she hugged everybody. You feel me? And in that situation, it's like we did that for the kindness of our heart, bro. There's no request that needs to be made from this lady. I could have been like, yo, miss, let me get a ride home right now. I just helped you get your car unstuck because I was walking back to the spot. You know what I'm saying? Or the monks could have been like, yo, we need some money. Or the white dude who really made the biggest impact, you know, he could have been like, look, man, I had to use my strap You owe me $15. You know what I mean? But it wasn't about that. It was genuinely about helping this lady in a time of need. She wasn't desperate. She just needed help. So instead of us coming on and looking at her like, yeah, we could take advantage of her. She's desperate right now. Yeah. Nah, we came on was like, nah, this is somebody that genuinely needs help. Let's do that and let's continue on our way. Everybody else, once they helped her, they just went about their day. This is how things supposed to go regularly, normally. When people start making requests and then asking for this because they did this, is not genuine, bro. It's not real. And like I said, business transactions are different from what I'm talking about right now. Business transaction is like, okay, this needs to happen for this. That's different. Those are business transactions. Kind gestures, you just do them, bro. If I send Havel a super chat on here, Havel, I don't need you to give me your phone number after that. I don't need you to share my page after that. I don't need none of that. It's just something I wanted to do. So that being said, it's always been an hour live. I rock with y'all. I love y'all, man. Don't be desperate out there. If you're gonna help somebody out there, do that without wanting anything back, bro. It makes you a better person. You should feel good inside anyways when you look out for a person. It's like a dopamine. You know what I mean? You should just be high off of that. Like, man, just look out for that person. That's lit. Now, who's next can we look out for? Stop going around and trying to find who's desperate so you can use them. Let's change that. Can we all change that? We could change that. Or if you are like a user type of person, you know what I'm saying? Come correct to the person and say, hey, you're in a situation, I want to help, but I need this. That way that person can be like, what? You need all of that? I'm good. I don't even want your help. Or they could be like, okay, well, you help me, I could do all of that. That way is a fair game. It's not like, oh, you took advantage of this person. Because they knew what they were signing up for. They knew, look, if you help them out, they got to do this, and this. The issue is when you don't come like that, you come all nice, kind, and friendly, and then you switch it up and you got a lot of requests, and they're like, yo, what's up with this person? They bugged out, man. They ain't doing none of that. Godspeed. Godspeed, Havel. I appreciate you for joining the live, man. Love you. I actually about to go to the store right now, get some snacks, but I hope you have a great day, man. Shout out to the 2 people watching. I appreciate y'all for even tuning in. YouTube been kind of like, hey, low key. I used to have mad people in the chat. YouTube. But who knows, man? It could just be the algorithm. But I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna see y'all. I might go live later, man, around like 9 o'clock. But I'm gonna see y'all, man. Next live. Peace.